take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide. I like you got some skate, skate on, skate. I like you got on some 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 skate. Start butter jack, let's go. Pull off with you, slide ding, ride ding, dad ding, move it with you, drop it with you, time about the green light, let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? King Nation back for another great episode of the Kings Talk Live. Episode 19, but we racking them up and we racking them up quick. So let me know everything looks good, everything sounds good. We're gonna get this thing started. As you see, there we go. T. Hines already in the building. I saw you earlier pop in talking about the team. That's what I'm talking about. And for those that don't know what T. Hines is talking about is the team. All you got to do if you want to be a part of Coach Hayes and the team, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. So go ahead and hit that now as you pile on in and enjoy this stuff, man, because we're dropping great content all over the place. Of course, we do our Kings Talk Live on Sundays at 6:30. We do the Coach Me Coach podcast on Tuesdays at 8. And Primetime Talk at 8 p.m., man. That dude hot as fire right now. I got a lot going on as well. But we also bring up a lot of other stuff, and the WREs are flying out like flapjacks, baby. I'm telling you. We got them cranking real good. This week is already up, man, but these commits are coming in left and right. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who has stopped by and came on in. And let's chop it up, like I said, as we see it. Guys, I don't have a hurricane. I got my Mario shirt on. It's me. It's Mario. And we got to talk about Mario a little bit up in here. All right? And the title simply says, when will Mario Cristobal land 4- and 5-star recruits? Now, again, it's all in the title. I guess you could call it a little clickbait. I don't know. Coach trying to play with the algorithm a little bit, get people to come in. But, you know, I support it. As I've always said, in Mario we trust. And, you know, some people going to bust my head. Coach, you a Lane Kiffin fan. Yeah. Well, that day is over. All right? That's done. He got to come up and make it happen. And Coach Cristobal's bread and butter when it comes to this deal is his recruiting acumen. How can he recruit? Or he does a great job recruiting, rather, in another word. And that is really what his staple is when it comes to him being a head coach. He is an elite recruiter. And I believe that. He is facing some challenges. He's facing some challenges from the state of the program prior to his arrival. He's definitely facing some challenges with the University of Miami. And after last season of going 5-7, he's definitely facing some challenges. And people are trying to find out what's what. And so that's what it is. I've said my piece on this. Excuse me, guys. You know, these big old eyeballs be catching dust. Anyway, I'm sorry. But anyway, when you look at what's happening, he's got a very steep climb, and his staff have a very steep climb in order to turn this thing around. It's not going to be a one-year deal, right? Now, of course, I think we all know and we all expect it, and we all deserve better than 5-7. That's a given. We're not talking natties. I'm not talking about that, but we definitely talking about better than 5-7. Somebody said I'm buffering. I'm feeling good over here, Coach. I apologize if I'm buffering. I don't know why. I'm looking nice and crisp up in this thing. So I don't know why that is. But anyhow, back to what I was saying was he has a very steep climb in order to get this thing back to where it was. Why that is, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Why he's in this situation, we have an idea. How we went 5-7 last year, man, we could blame that on whoever. We beat that topic across the head, and it's over. Okay, he cleaned house. Yes, he realized the plan of getting all of the top-notch coaches together in one room. That formula doesn't necessarily work here, I guess, at the University of Miami. And so he decided to clean house pretty much. I think he kept maybe 2 or 3 guys on the staff from the previous staff. and hired new coordinators and everything else. And so that's where we are. So I say all that to say, as we look at the recruiting thing, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 9 recruits, 1 4-star, and Chance Robinson out of St. Thomas Aquinas is wide receiver, 6'1.5", 6'2", 190. And the rest of the guys are 3 stars. I get it. I'm not in the stars. But again, hey, we running the show here. We got to make things happen. And so with that being said, that's where we are. And so I say all that to say, when you look at other programs, and Miami Hurricane fan bases love to compare the U to these other programs. And that's where I think we get in trouble. We get in trouble because our expectations are here and not where they're really supposed to be when it comes to this deal. We are not the University of Miami of 2001. We are not the University of Miami of the 90s or the 80s. That's the reality of it. We're not even the University of Miami right now of the 2000s and the 10s, if you want to call it that. That's just what it is, guys. And that's the reality of it. We can blame whoever you want to blame, from Donna Shalala to Randy Shannon to Mark Richt, Manny Diaz. That dude should stay with black eyes because he stay getting abused. Whoever you want to blame, you can blame, but where we are is where we are right now. And I think it's a culmination of all of that. Here's what I know. We're getting in some guys. I know Coach Cristobal likes to take his time in doing things. I guess it's methodical, right? He goes over it with a fine-tooth comb. He just doesn't throw, I guess he just doesn't throw offers out to throw offers out and see what sticks. He's very meticulous when it comes to the evaluation process. And so with that being said, those things kind of take time. Now, the plus in that is you should know exactly what you're getting because you've done your due diligence on these young men who's coming into your program. The downside to that is you may miss out on some big fish in the pond. That's just nature of the beast, right? You can't have both ways. It has to be one or the other. And the lack of winning, the state of the program, is still hurting us. I've said this numerous times. I'll say it again today. There's a lot of fixing that has to be done. And the only way Coach Cristobal will be able to, like, these are shoe-in athletes, like these 4 and 5 stars, especially coming out of our backyard, where we know they coming to the U. Like, they Cristobal to the U from the get-go, right? As soon as they get the offer, it should be Cristobal to the U. Not Cristobal, but crystal ball, if you understand what I'm saying. But we could crystal ball it. I guess we could use that too. Get on my what you call it. But here's what I understand, and here's what I know. And here's what I understand about this whole process. He has to win games with lesser talent. That's how you flip rosters. You can only give but so many promises in life. That's anybody. People can talk all day, but at the end of the day, it comes down to action. Shout out to JT Money and Poison Clan. I don't want to hear no apologies, player. I want action. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all from the crib, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want no apologies. I want action. And that's what Coach Cristobal has to do. So from Lance Guidry to Coach Dawson, they're going to have to find ways to win games with lesser talent. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're in a conference right now where you can do that. We're not in the SEC, I have to be honest. We're not in the SEC where it is, talent riddled and, you fighting a real hard battle. I mean, we're talking about the Virginias, the Boston colleges. Who else we have out here? That's in the ACC that we got coming up. Lord have mercy. I mean, Temple not in the ACC, but Lord, we should Wally mop Temple. So these are the things that he has to do. You can't, I'm just telling you, in today's society, Duke, y'all know I love that word Duke, thanks, Shad. You cannot win games by 3 with lesser talent because of this right here. Because we are the U. And it's always going to have that stigma of we should dominate. You're always going to have that. Duke ain't never been nothing from from the football standpoint. Now we talk about the hard court. Hey, that's a little different story. North Carolina, talk about the hard court, that's a different story. But we talking about the gridiron. And on the gridiron, you have to dominate those programs because we are the U. I'm sorry. We are the U. Florida State, you have to make those games. Now, I'm going to say something that may not be popular. If you don't win it, slap myself. Hold up, slap myself. But you better make it a game, not a blowout, not the rival. Georgia Tech, slap them silly. See, when you look at the roster and you look, when we look at the roster, especially for all the team members out there that's 35 plus, and you look down this roster and you say, Georgia Tech, they behind. Let me pull this schedule up. Let's just go down the list. Cause shout out to Coach Coop, who did the way too early prediction. You look at the Miami Hurricane schedule this year. I said roster. Excuse me. I meant schedule. Miami, Ohio. We should stomp them people. Texas A&M. We got to fight like we did last year. That was a fight. Good fight. We want to win that game. I'm just being honest. Bethune-Cookman, come on, dog. We should just cut them a check and we should let our JV go play. I'm just calling it out. Temple, slap them across the face. Georgia Tech. I'm looking at this in the eyes of a guy that remembers what we were, not what we are. Georgia Tech. That should be a slap. We should be walking in right now 5, maybe 4-1 in the season so far. UNC. Slap. Clemson. Because of what they've done, it's a battle. Virginia, slap them cats. North Carolina State, slap them cats. Florida State, because it's a rivalry game, got to be a battle. Louisville, they ain't got what they had last year. Slap them cats. Boston College, slap them cats. This is what I'm talking about. But what we have to realize is we're not the same you as we used to be. We are not the same you as we used to be. And how Coach Cristobal and his staff wins over these 4- and 5-star recruits is winning those type of games with 3-star recruits. So your evaluation of these young men may be 3-star guys, but they technically should be 4- and 5-star guys because you've done the right evaluation and maybe they just didn't make it to camps. These are the diamonds in the rough that nobody has really seen yet. They didn't go and they didn't get in front of the pimple face writers, the 23-year-old dude that's ranking these cats. Maybe I'm just assuming, I'm not saying this is the case, but maybe Vincent Shavers couldn't afford to go to a camp. Maybe he's not a 7-on-7 guy, so he doesn't get a chance to travel around with South Florida Express and whatever the case may be. But if you've done your proper due diligence and you've evaluated them properly, you're like, that's a 4-star, 5-star linebacker. That's how you win. And then once you start saying, look what I did with these quote unquote 3 stars, now it's easy to get a Jeremiah Smith to the crib. He from the crib. It's easy. You start taking these 3-star, 4-star guys and now putting them in the league. And I'm not saying you should put them in the league. He just got here. But I'm just talking about as you turn this roster over and turn the tide for the Canes. That's what's huge right there. That's what's big. That's how you do it. You cannot win. You cannot go in these games, especially in year 2, and we dropping games to lesser opponents. I still say this as I look at this the schedule. Excuse me. I'm not worried about Miami, Ohio, and Bethune and Temple. I still look at Georgia Tech and say, if we put Georgia Tech on a yellow school bus and the University of Miami on a yellow school bus and met at Trash Power, we'll whip they behind. Talent for talent. If I had to look at roster for roster. If I look at North Carolina and I look at Miami, yellow school bus, meet them at Trash Power, we whip them. Clemson, maybe not. Virginia, come on, Stomp City. They quarterback dipped on them. Get out of here. North Carolina. Boston College. And you can't just beat them by a late field goal by Borregales and his mustache or earring or whatever he got. You have to make a statement in those wins. I don't care if it's 30 seconds on the clock, you up by 6 or 7, and you on the 2-yard line. Punch it in. Punch it in. You want to know why? Because when you go back and people look at the score, they don't look at the situation. They look at the score. Man, we whooped this team by 15, 16, 17. They don't be like, yeah, we had them by 8, but, we took a knee. And nobody talks like that in the barbershop unless they're trying to prove a point. But if you got the score, like this is how you have to start turning the tide. You got to start dominating. And that's how we win that. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. I apologize. I'm going to scroll back a little bit and interact. Big shout out to Street in the building. Footballville says something's not right. I think Miami's changing something with NIL funds and how they do business. Sat down with Zaquan Patterson today. Help on the way. Listen, Zaquan Patterson, I did his film, boy. Street, shout out to you, bro. I did his film today. I mean, not today. I've done his WRE. That cat can go. He can play. Those are the kind of dudes that you got to take them in there, polish them up nice and pretty, and send them out there and let them shine. And let them shine. We need the Wesley Saints to shine. I don't know where in the world Chase Smith is, but Lord have mercy, buy him a whole new leg. I don't care. Let him go shine. We got to take advantage also, and I'm going to say this, and y'all just stay with your boy. I know they weren't Mario Cristobal's players. They were Manny Diaz guys. But James Williams, Leonard Taylor, Chase Smith, all of those big-time players we got, maybe because of COVID, maybe not. They did a good job recruiting. I don't know. I don't care. They're here. They got to shine. They have to shine. We need those dudes shining like Cam shine. We all knew Cam could play. We all know what Cam can do. Cam Kitchens, I'm speaking. My man Street been on the sidelines in trash. He done interviewed him left and right. But that dude stepped up and stepped out. He jumped off the porch, as they say. I need James Williams to do that. I need Leonard Taylor to do that. I need Chase Smith. Those guys that we got out the COVID year and all of that stuff, those are the dudes that's got to shine. Let me go back to a couple more. I'm sorry, guys. Jay Brown in the building for the $4.99. Between Florida and Florida State, it seems rough right now. And Florida State's in the same conference. Peace and love from New York. Thank you so much, Jay Brown, for the $4.99. Thank you. It means a lot. Definitely help this channel grow. King David in the building. What's up with you? What's good, guys? I think we get 4 and 5 stars. It's still early. I'm going to get into that part. I'll open the phone line. We'll chop it up. Coach going off. 226 in the building. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Hit the subscribe button and join the team today. The team. Can't do it by myself. I need y'all help. Let's get it. Smooth. Old ugly avatar over there. You know why they just got an A, right? For Alabama? Because that's as far as they can get in the alphabet. They can't go past A. That's all they know. Hey, Smooth, can you say the alphabet? A. I don't know, teacher. Anyway, I'm just talking trash. Appreciate you. Fred, what's up with you, man? So what's good, Coach Hayes? We need to chop it up, bro, if you're available. I'm always in the lab. As soon as I finish, I'm going to do more recording. So I'm always in the lab. Just hit me up when this go off. Smooth says like that. Yeah, it's like that. You ain't called in, Smooth. I need you to call in. I gotta slap that face a couple times. And don't forget, I still got that video of you throwing up to you, talking about you an Alabama fan. I got that. Yeah, don't think I forgot. I got you, brother. We know how to count. Yeah, y'all know how to count that brown paper bad money y'all be throwing in there. Anyway, real quick, I want to say this too. Thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday. My birthday was Friday on the 19th. So thank you to everybody that did wish me happy birthday, whether it was on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever the case may be. Thank you. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. Coach was sipping the cane juice. Another trip round the sun, as they say. So Coach was out there sipping cane juice, making it happen. Big shout out right here. Right here, the Dread 80 in the building. Appreciate you for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you, man. Means a lot. Appreciate that. Dread 80 always supporting this program. All right, let's go. 252 in the building. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. But this is how Coach Cristobal, his staff, have to make an impact. This season is critical to the recruiting process. This season is critical to the recruiting process. And if you don't believe that, watch and see. Watch and see. And people talk about developing players. Yeah, you got to develop them. You're 100% right, fella. You got to develop the 3 stars. Getting them in the building, that's part of the equation. But you can't solve X if you don't have enough information. Getting them in the building is part of the equation. But you cannot solve for X if you don't do the other part. And what is X? What product are they putting on the field? There you go, Smooth. I guess y'all can't count. Hold on, y'all clap it up for Smooth for the 1999. Smooth can count, y'all. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, man. I do thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Smooth for 1999. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you, man. Somebody says, Coach, we got no more flow. I don't know what that means. Coach, we got no more flow. I don't know what that means. You gotta give me a little bit more context to that everything. 305. But anyway, that's where we are. That's where Coach Cristobal is in this deal. This year is critical. Now, here's another uphill battle he has to climb. Coordinators. I said this when he got hired. I said this before. Your coordinators will make you or break you. Lance Guidry, Shannon Dawson. The season is riding on those two guys, believe it or not. Coach Cristobal's tenure here, I'm not saying he's going to get fired, but the way in which he's perceived at the University of Miami is riding on the back of those two guys. And guess what? He went to the other end of the spectrum. He went from highly touted coordinators, Broyles Award winner, longtime veteran in Kevin Steele, Broyles Award winner, and Josh Gaddis. It didn't work. He goes to, I'm not saying they're rookie, but I don't want to say that because that sounds negative. But he went the other way and said, you know what, let me get some up-and-coming guys. That's the right way to say it. Let me get some up-and-coming dudes. Lance Guidry and Shannon Dawson, excuse me. Those two dudes will definitely either propel this program forward or set it back. And that's just the God's honest truth. Real quick, right here, let's do some donos. Truth Seeker 999, good content, go Gators. Yeah, thank you for the money. But take that with you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm just teasing. Also, man, we got my man D from Duval for the $20. Say happy birthday, coach. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you, D. Be safe out there on that road, brother. And also, we got my man Wilson in the building. I try not to give out names. OG Willie. There you go. OG Willie in the building for the $10. He says, happy belated birthday. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Thank you, OG Willie. Thank you. Means a lot. I want to hear your thoughts. I open up the phone line, 862-879-9956. Start piling in. I saw earlier the question on the thumbnail says, when are we going to get some of these 4 and 5 stars, coach? Some people say early July. Can I be honest with you? I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't care if you get any 4 or 5 stars. Get the right dudes that could play. And they can contribute and make big plays. I don't care about the star. I really don't. But Coach Cristobal, I'm going to give you a secret. You better check out them chips Coach giving out. Now you go check them dudes out. You'll be right on point. Hint, hint. I'll just letting y'all know that. Go check out them chips, Coach. Now you start getting them off them chips because I'm ranking the tape. If you go look at those WREs, the watch, react, evaluate, that's what WRE stands for, acronym, watch, react, evaluate. I'm giving chips based off the tape. I don't care about if his daddy, uncle, cousin played in the NFL. If he ain't blocking on the tape, he getting hit. If he ain't doing certain things, he taking a hit. I got to see it. That don't mean he can't play. That doesn't mean he can't play. I'm just saying, he's going to take a hit. We need complete ball players right now. We are in a state of emergency. Hurricane Andrew's coming through. We got to get prepared for the storm because the storm is coming. Now, will we be prepared? And it end up just being, hey, no big deal. And we fight through that thing and we turn this deal out, 8-9 wins. So that's considered progress. Call it success if you like, but that's definitely progress. But if you come in here next year talking about 6 wins, 6 wins? Looking at this? Oh, this meal. And the talent we have, bro, although it be young, although it be not as much field experience, maybe the chemistry and the continuity is not all the way there. But 6 wins is not going to cut it, guys. I see you callers in the back. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this last line. I'll open up the line. Somebody says, go Tigers. He says the ranking system actually makes sense also. I guess he's talking about my ranking system. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm ranking him straight off the blue chip. That means elite. I'm not throwing around because the dude is the best player on his team. I'm looking at him, what it is coming into a Power 5 program. Guys, can I tell y'all a secret? Like, y'all been killing me with this. A 6'1", 190-pound wide receiver is not elite size. I'm sorry. That's average. That's the average size, guys. Stop it. Stop. 5'11", 200-pound running back. Average. No, I'm not projecting what coach another senior year. No, I'm not projecting that. We can look at it again in the senior year, see if he gained weight. But I'm looking at him right now. What is he right now? That's why I only like to look at junior film. I don't want to go back to these sophomore tapes, any freshman tapes. I hate doing that. See? FTW. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? FTW. See what I'm saying? Right here. Where you at? Oh, here you go. I'm sorry, I'm coming, callers. Going into college at 6'1", 190 is not average. In a Power 5 program, listen to me, a Power 5 program at wide receiver, yes. I don't know why y'all don't think so. You have to look beyond what Miami's picking up. Come on, guys. Come on. Again, I'm not talking about, that's not elite. 6'1", 190 is not elite. That's an average size receiver. Are there some smaller dudes making plays? Yes. I'm not saying if you're smaller, you can't play. I'm simply looking at the size. I'm just simply looking at size. I'm not saying, oh, if he's 6'1", 170, he can't play. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Miami got to get a bunch of those, but I'm looking at the overall scope of things of what guys look like in college. So here we go. Hold on, I just saw this. I'm coming, callers. I'm sorry, I apologize. I want to do this. Anthony Scott. Anthony Scott says 8 out of the top 10 wide receivers 6 feet under. True story. I understand that, but that doesn't give them elite size. Yes or no? That's all I'm saying. Are they elite size wide receivers? I'm not saying that you can only be elite if you're 6'4". We're talking simply size. When you're elite, you check all these boxes. That's all I'm saying. I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. I'm not talking about what he can do overall. I'm just looking strictly at size. Prime example, right? There's a young man I'm doing now, Caleb Odom. I think he's 6'4", 215. If that's a wide receiver, that's elite. But he's a tight end. That's not elite. Based on the position, that's not elite. If he was a wide receiver, and I know they use the tight end a little differently, but if he was a wide receiver at 6'4", 6'5", 215, that is blue chip status. That's blue chip. But as a tight end, think about what I'm about to tell you. That's Cyrus Moss at tight end. That's Cyrus Moss at tight end coming in. Imagine if you put Cyrus Moss down there right now. I'm not talking about the kid. I'm talking about just looking at body style and tell him to go be a tight end or an H-back and kick out. And he got to go kick out Ruben Bain, or he got to go kick out Chase Young at the time he was in college. He got to go kick out Najee Kelly. I agree with you. I agree with you. But again, I'm doing this off of a ranking system. See, here's what I know about the ranking system. Everybody gets upset. 247, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm giving it to you exact. Like, you can't dispute this. You can't dispute. These are hard facts. These are hard facts. Size and weight are hard facts. They can't be disputed. Like 2 + 2 is 4. King Kyle, we finally agree on something. Elite size and elite players are two different things. Thank you kindly. Yes, you're 100% right. Like right now, perfect example. Collins Achiapong. Elite size, but not an elite player. Elite size. 6'6", 250, 6'7", 250 defensive end coming in. That's elite size. But he's not an elite player, and that's okay. Just want to make sure I made that clear. All right, first one up, 5153. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's going on, Coach?
What's going on with you, brother?
Not much, man. On my way back from Broward County back to Osceola County. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I was listening to what you were saying. 6'1", 190, right?
Uh-huh.
We say 6'1", 190 is not elite. Let's look at some of the top players. We're talking about Yellow Jacket boys. We're talking about Reggie Wayne. We're talking about Jerry Rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Rice, I don't even think cracked a 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
So elite doesn't mean production. Elite size doesn't mean elite production.
That's correct.
So to me, I see what Mario is doing.
Mm-hmm.
We need productive players. Kobe Young, 6'4", 6'5", whatever. He get out there, can't catch a lick, right? We got to have these boys that can get in there and play, that want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I agree with you with what you said. We have to look at this from the eyes of the people that were around, the generation that was around from 2000, 1990s, 1980s. We can't look at it like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. So we got to look right now, 6'1", 190, we'll take that. Coming there, ball.
Sure.
Linebacker, 6'2", 200. We'll take them.
But hold on, but I want to say this quick. I want to say this. Hold on, but I want to say this. But listen, I want to say this quickly. You're right. Again, 6'1", 190 is average for a Power 5 guy. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Right there, like there is absolutely nothing wrong with a 6'1", 190 wide receiver. I hope people are not misunderstanding what I'm saying. I was just talking about when we rank guys.
So are we looking at this whole thing through the wrong perspective? We need production, not size, not those elite 6'4", 6'5" guys. Those boys that can get out there, run a slant, catch a 5, and go.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the boys that we need to look at. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying, Coach, I'm with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you're doing, and I thank you for taking my call, man.
No, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Be safe out there on that road, man.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right. 8606 coming to you in 1 second. Yes, real quick. Look at my son, little JR out there. You better go get in that bed, boy. It's almost bedtime. He said, y'all hear the word elite before elite size and legit misunderstanding everything. Yes. And again, how about this? You can have elite speed, but not be what's your boy? The cheetah, Hill. Elite speed. He don't have elite size. And that's okay. That's okay. And so again, when I talk about 5-star guys, I'm looking at quote unquote, if you want to make the equivalent from 5-star to blue chip, if you want to make that, I'm saying if you want to be a 5-star guy, you're a guy that check each and every box in my book. And to be honest, during my ranking system, you can have 4 blue chips and 1 gold chip and still be elite. That don't mean you have to have all blue chips in order to be elite. You can have 4 blue chips and 1 gold chip and still be elite. So I want I want that to be clear, right? And usually it comes in size. I mean, in size, right? You may get a small guy, but he killing it out there. All right. 8606 coming to you. Talk to me. Hello, 8606.
Hey, Coach, come back. Come back to me, Coach.
Okay. All right, E. Brown, you up, baby? Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I'm on.
You up? You live, baby? Talk to me.
Listen, Coach, you started off the conversation on the right track. Okay, you started off by saying what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. We need to get some players in and start winning some games. Okay, I don't give a crap about no 4 and 5 star players. I don't give a crap about that stuff. All right, I want to see some guys who are going to come out. You recruit them, you put them on the field, and they go out there and play, and they go out there to play to win the freaking game. That's what I'm looking at. That's you started off right, but then you interjected that elite crap into the midst of it. So now everybody's got all the skewed. Everybody's going off track now. We're going now to the elite players, and we're going off into this 4 and 5 star crap. This 6'1", 6'2". Listen.
So it worked then.
I'm sorry, it worked.
No, I'm saying so. I'm saying as a host, it worked because it got the chat moving. So it worked.
Yeah, you got the chat moving. See, because you see what you did. You threw an okie doke at everybody because you're a professional. Okay, you're a professional chat guy, host now. You're a professional. See,
well,
and you throw the okie doke. See, you're trying to get us off this. We're trying to get us off the topic. We're talking about these tender caring coaches and these tender caring players. They need to get off their freaking behinds and get out there and go play, coach up with these players and go play some football. And are you kidding me? Well, we're scared and we're worrying about freaking. We're worried about freaking Temple. You hear me? Like Allen Iverson said, not practice, not playing time. But we're talking about practice. We're talking about freaking Temple. Are you kidding me? We're talking about Temple. We need to go out. We need to go out there and we need to stomp Temple's behind. Okay, we need to stomp Temple behind. And Clemson, we're giving Clemson too much credibility. We're giving Florida State too much credibility. The old days, the old guys of University of Miami, they were there like they did with when they called Brian Bosworth. They called him on the telephone and go, "Hey Brian, let's come out and go play." We're talking about Clemson may give us a hard time. Man, bump that. Clemson not going to give us a hard time. They're going to give us a hard time because we're going to go out there. We're going to go out there and we're going to go out. Start looking at the team, looking at Clemson as if they're some elite. Look at those. They're the golden child. Man, go out there and stand on the 50-yard line and tell them, hey, let's bring it. Bring it on, bro. Bring it. Let's bring it.
That's right.
That's how you get into the heads of your opponent. You got to get into the head of your opponent. Let's take some Muhammad Ali style. Let's go in at Muhammad Ali. Let's go beat the drum at their practice. Okay? Tell them that we're coming. Dion Sanders said, hey, we're coming. He started saying that crap and everybody started to listen. All right? Everybody started to listen. I am sick and tired of all this crap about 4 and 5 star. Hey, my neighbor's out. He want to mow the yard now and crap, but that's okay.
Hey, go over there and give him one of these for me.
Go
over there and slap that dude, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Slap that dude and tell him put some 2-cycle oil in there and calm that down, man.
Yeah.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. That's E. Brown, aka Scrubs. Scrubs. He calling people scrubs in the transfer portal. E. Brown, you about to change your name, boy. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, man.
All right, Coach.
Yes, sir. All right, real quick, man, before I get to the next caller coming to you, 5917. Show some more love right here. Appreciate it in the building. Primus, thank you for the $10. Primus says, happy belated birthday, Coach. No worries. Miami coming. I love it. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Let's get to 5917. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Dave, Miami, Florida.
Dave, what's up with you, man? Talk to us.
I've been tuning in. I've been agreeing with what you've been saying, and the title of the video is when are they gonna land 4 and 5 stars and this and that. But I feel like the more painful part of recruiting, which I think Miami needs to focus on this, because this is really what they can control. With NIL and Georgia and Alabama winning multiple championships and Clemson, like they're rolling. It is what it is. But being from South Florida, it hurts more when the Lamar Jacksons go win a Heisman out of Louisville, or a Zay Flowers goes and dominates at a Boston college. Like, if Miami grabbing those guys, I don't think any of that stuff matters. But I think that's where the focus needs to be.
True
the
story.
guys that you can get, you can't miss on those guys.
And for example, right, here's a perfect, I'm glad you brought up Zay Flowers. So you look at Zay Flowers coming in. Boston College gives him an opportunity. But they squeezed every ounce of juice out that turnip they could. They developed him. He already had it in him. Let's not get it wrong. But they showcased him. Regardless of his size, he was the best player, and they made sure they found a way to get him the football. He was actually on my fantasy league. Right? He was actually on my fantasy league. But they found a way to take that 3-star guy, polish him up, send him out there and let him shine. Right now, Miami, I believe, is so worried about everybody else trying to get the ball that we don't really showcase a dude. And I want to say this, and this is not a knock. Please, y'all, please don't. But right now, Xavier Restrepo is our shining star.
Wow.
Think about that. Xavier Restrepo is our shining star. And I'm not knocking. This is no knock against him whatsoever. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about, is he a difference maker?
He hasn't been very productive yet for that to be the case.
But he is, even though he got hurt. Bro, go look at the spring game. He easily had 6 more. He probably had 10 more targets than anybody else, probably 6 more catches than anybody else. I'm just pulling it out of the air just from what I remember from the spring game. But what my point is that our shining star is not a difference maker. For Boston College, they said Zay Flower is going to be our shining star, and he's the best thing we got going. Now, we may not win games, we may not be that great, but if we got a chance to win, it's going to be at the hands of Zay Flowers, getting him the ball.
So you don't take into account that. So you think that you believe it's due to the team not performing well, why there's grabbing Restrepo, which is a guy of similar size. We should have took a chance and grabbed Zay.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying,
you don't think that that's the case.
That we should have taken Zay Flowers over Restrepo? You saying we should have took Zay Flowers over Restrepo?
Yes.
I have to be very honest. I wasn't doing this at the time they came out, so I have never looked at their high school tape to make a true comparison. Like, you know what I mean? Looking like I didn't know what they looked like coming out. So that would be fair for me to just say anything because I really don't know. But what I can say is that we have guys that we have to showcase. Like, prime example, if we're going to take a Ray Joseph, we got to let that star shine because he has the ability to break big plays. We got to find ways to get him the ball. I thought they were going to do that with Brashard Smith because he has breakaway speed. He's a thick dude, right? 200 pounds. He can run. He's athletic, but we don't showcase those guys. I thought when Restrepo went down, hold on. I really thought when Restrepo went down, I thought Brashard Smith was going to be the guy they're going to try to feed. And of course, again, Kobe Young comes out late in the sense of, catching the ball down the field midway through the season. I just thought we don't do a good job right now of showcasing talent and feeding me more. Feed me, Seymour. That's all I'm saying. But I got to press on, brother. Yeah, but thank you.
There's quarterback issues. There's offensive line. It's It's when how it is with the offense. It's hard to feature somebody when we can't even block zone, or like it's hard to get fancy or get really creative when the basics aren't there, and it's we don't know what really, you know what I mean, don't know what anybody can do. I got one last question for you, Coach Hayes, if you don't mind.
All right, go ahead. Real quick, because I got to push on. Go ahead.
It's on topic, but a little off topic. Do you believe that recruiters have either a certain bias to certain high schools, which, I mean, bias could be, you know what I mean, maybe a negative word for it, but maybe because it's due to the relationship or whatever, but do you think that just certain colleges like certain high schools more than others?
Of course they do. You want to know why? Can I tell you why? Bro, can I tell you one thing about this recruiting game? I'll say this, and I'm going to say this quick and move on. The recruiting game is about relationships, most definitely. But it's almost, I don't know much about the mob. You know, I'm analogy king. It's almost as if, check me out. Man, what's your name again?
Dave.
All right, Dave. I want to bring you into the team. Right? Like we the mob. I want to bring you into the Gambino family. That means I have to vouch for you. But if you come in and do some foolishness, are they going to be mad at you or are they going to be mad at me?
Oh, they're going to be mad at the coaches. You know, that's
no, I'm saying, no, listen. Forget the coaches. I'm bringing you into the Gambino family. And you come here and steal from the Gambino family. Are they going to be mad at you?
They're going to be mad at you.
They're going to be mad at me because I brought you in. I'm supposed to vet you. So I'm saying that to say this. It's the same thing with coaches. They'll go to a Central, which I'm not knocking. Central got plenty of talent. I'm just using them because they had the crib. They'll pick a kid from Central because he has Central tied to his name, 6 championships in a row, whatever it is they got going. But they won't pick that kid from Coral Park who may be better because if it fails, well, look, I brought him from the best high school, man. Look, that's how it works. And the same thing with side. Some guys don't want to take a chance on a smaller dude. Some guys don't. Bro, I'm going to be honest. Hold on. Can I be honest with you? When I was at FIU under Ron Turner, they didn't want to take Quentin Flowers. Coach, he only 6 feet tall, coach. What? He only 6 feet tall, coach. We need a quarterback that's at least 6'3". So what do they go out and look for? Only 6'3" guys. Because the head man want a 6'3" quarterback. So that being said, I'm going to push on. Thank you, brother.
For sure. Take care. Good
all right.
Coach.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm coming back to 50. What was it? I'm sorry, 8606. Hope you're ready. If not, I got to push on. Guys, Coach sucks at staying to the time limit, but I got quite a few people in the queue, so I'm going to stick to the 2 minutes. We got to wrap it up, so go ahead and say your piece. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Man, it's Kansas City Cartel, man. I'm at work, man. You know, I got to try to do what I got to do, man. I still got to check in with you.
I appreciate it, boy. Thank you, man. What's up with you? Hey, them lobster tails was awesome, boy. Thank you, boy. Coach was hurting.
For sure. Hey, you know, anytime.
Talk to me.
So basically, man, everything you've been saying has been spot on in my opinion, especially with the difference in elite size versus, you know, elite player. That's one of the things I've been thinking about over these last, you know, few recruiting classes. One thing Rick was doing was bringing in, and I'm not saying it, you know, he brought in better guys. I'm just saying I could contrast it with Mark Rick when he was bringing in these big-bodied receivers versus now, you know, with the smaller guys. Now, when I look at a small receiver, you know, 5'10", you know, probably to 6'1", you know, that 170 to 190 range. Me personally, I look at them more as the anomaly. They're that tweener. You're gonna call them an athlete if you had an athlete position in college football. They have, you know, they have an off the chart skill set. You know, it's elusiveness, explosiveness, or just straight up speed. But having that be your norm, your standard as a wide receiver position, I look at that as a head scratcher to me.
Say that again now. At my standard as a wide receiver.
Yeah, having that as a wide receiver position standard is a head scratcher to me. Not saying that that's the standard. I'm just saying when I see that on certain teams in certain situations,
I do believe, there's a place for the small, shifty guys or the small, explosive guys that can do the job. If you can do the job, you can do the job.
Most definitely.
But I still believe that the big guys, you need that to combat other deficiencies and to add another level of honesty to your opposing defense. Now let me ask you a question real quick.
All right, real quick because I got to push on.
I'm working. All right, one question. Vegas, I think Vegas or what ESPN? Yeah, I don't know who it is. They got us at 7.5 on the season. And I know you say 6 games ain't cutting it now. So you taking that 8 or you taking that 7? What you doing? Over under?
It better be 8.
In your honest opinion, with the talent on the not what you want, what you think.
Well, I already said
Not
7 and
what
5.
you want.
I said 7 and 5, Kenny. I already said 7 and 5.
Okay, I didn't hear it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
already
taking
said
the 7.
Yeah, I've already said 7 and 5. Yeah, I've already said 7.
Now with that 7 and 5, now that's right there on the tip, on the ledge of, like you said, making these recruiting classes, making the impact you need to kind of keep the projection and the momentum going. Where is that in your opinion? Is that on par with the momentum, or is that?
I'll say this. I'll say this quickly as I push on. I'll say this. The reason I said 7 and 5 is based on what I saw strictly at the spring game, and I told people that I would give a prediction based on what I saw at the spring game on how I saw things done, right, and how I saw things were played. And I said 7 and 5 for that particular reason and what I saw. I still didn't see us, getting the ball around the yard enough. I still see us. He's still targeting Restrepo. He's still looking at Restrepo. He's still going to Restrepo, and that's what I saw. Now, if they do something over the summer that's going to break that habit, then guess what, Coach? If they go 8, 9 wins, guess what? I lost, but I won, right? I lost on my spread, but I won because the Canes won more games. That's how I look at it. But I appreciate you, Kane. Appreciate you, brother. All right, always. All right, 0220. Let's go, 0220 coming to you next. I had to give him a little extra time. That boy gave me some lobster tails at the spring game. Hey, that thing went a long way because Coach was starving out there. Caller, talk to us. 0220.
I'm here, Coach. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Talk to us.
Hey, awesome show as always. We'll hit 4 points real fast.
Sure.
First and foremost, I agree completely with your assessment on the assistants. Cristobal is a phenomenal recruiter, but he got annihilated twice at Utah the last year at Oregon. He's been handed it to him. You look at the Pac-12 conference championships he's got, one's due to COVID, hands down. So is he, I'm a U guy. I'm from Homestead with the South Day, go Bucks. Live up here by north of Tampa now, but diehard Cane, man, of any sport, any team. But you're correct on that assessment of that. You were talking about the talent of these wide receivers. You know what? Look here. You get these guys that are like Tyreek Hills, whatever. They all fit a specific thing. You know what I mean? Like if they're little dudes and they can fly, then it's a no-brainer.
Sure.
You're right on Restrepo, man. He goes to Restrepo a lot, almost too much. Like the Colby's kind of seems like an out for him. But you're right. I mean, like I will say this. Like here's the thing. We've needed to go. The University of Miami, the reason they were successful in the 80s and 90s, which a lot of people don't realize, is they went and got these small-time coaches, Oklahoma State or Oklahoma, you know what I mean, like wherever, and built these teams and these coaching staffs from small budgets and everything else like that. You know what I mean? And created the culture what it is. And like it seems like when his first year he came out, he's going after big dogs. You know what I mean? Like Steele and Gaddis and all that. And I'm like, man, damn well Gaddis' offense ain't going to work with the line we had. Everybody knew it. You know what I mean? So it's almost like I'm glad that he made that choice, and I've been screaming this forever. We need to constantly be looking at, because here's a rotation of coaching staff. They're all trying to make their job in their own head coaching degrees. Nobody should blame them for that. And at the same sense, it's like you should be constantly almost recruiting assistants due to the fact that, this guy can come in here, Guidry can come in here, and I believe he's going to do a phenomenal job, honestly. You know what I mean? When Baker came in here with that 3-3-6, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But you know what I mean? I have confidence in Dawson as well. He's going to spread it out more. You know what I mean? It's going to utilize the fact that our line's kind of porous. But we have reinforced it a big time. But I just think, I think you're on a lot of right points. And but you're right, man. Like, he's got to let go because he can recruit, but he damn sure cannot coach. He cannot coach at that premier level. You know what I mean? And make those calls where it's like fourth down or whatever in the final minutes. Like, I'd rather him just put that on the coordinator.
Got you. No, you're 100% right. There's always been a question about time management and game situational stuff. But man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me push on. I got quite a few in the queue, so I got to roll on. Thanks, man. Chris Kane, he's talking to me, baby. What's up? Even y'all. I ain't gonna do that to him. Chris Cage, talk to us.
You hear me, Coach? What's going on, Coach?
Yeah. Hold up. Hey, hold on, Chris. The previous caller, I'm gonna start your time over. The previous caller, I guess he didn't hang the phone. Her wife was like, "Hey, who you talking to?" And I'm talking to Coach Hayes. He's out of Orlando. I'm loving it, man. Appreciate you. Y'all better learn to hang these phones up, man. All right, Chris, talk to me.
Hey, remember this, Coach? Go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to I'm sorry, Coach. I had to do it.
I feel like Kamani McLean, dog, when Florida State was trying to get him. Hey, man, hey, Chris, I guess Mike Norville didn't want my talents because they could have sent me an Instagram post singing me happy birthday because I could have came to the other side. But they were like, nah, we don't need that dude, man. Get that cat up out of here, man. That's crazy.
Nah, man, nah. We see you, ain't seen you, pink cake and all that other kind of stuff and My Little Pony and all that kind of stuff. Shout out to T2 for that, man. But anyway, honestly, man, we can get the 4 or 5 stars all we want to. I really don't give a damn about no 4 or 5 stars. If I want to look at stars, I can look in the sky. Okay? I ain't really worried about that. I'm worried about these dogs, man. I don't care about what a dog is. You know what a dog is? We got a dog in the Hall of Fame. He got a gold jacket that was 2 stars. Okay? And he was putting people asses up under their eyebrows. So stars don't mean nothing to me.
True story.
I just want dogs, man. I don't want no poodles. I don't want no shih tzus. I don't want nothing like that. I want pit bulls. I want bullmen. I want them boys to be them. I want them kind of dogs that lock onto your ass and won't let go unless they rip flesh from you. Figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want no bath salt victims now. What I'm saying is that basically I just want some dogs on the field. They look good on paper.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But the stars don't win you no games.
You right about that, man. With Chris, yep, let me push old man. I see my man Muhammad back there hanging out. So I got to get to him definitely, man. But appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much, brother.
All right, no problem. And once again, happy belated birthday, Coach.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And speaking of that, before I get to Muhammad in the building, right here, Vacations in the building, man. He says, would you, or she, I don't know, Luxury Vacation, I don't know. Take that down and put that back up. Says, would you trade Mario for Dion right now? Come on, man. No, I ain't trading no Mario for Dion right now. You ain't gonna trap me for $5.55. You better add about 4 more zeros for me to change my answer on that. For $5.55, you gonna make me go against the grain? No, sir. Not me. You understand what I'm saying? Big shout out to Rick Ross and his car show. He whooping on DJ Envy, but appreciate you, man. Chris Kane, thanks a lot, man. All right, Muhammad in the building. Yes, Muhammad, talk to us.
What's going on, Coach? How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you, man? We rolling in the chat today, boy. I must have struck a nerve with that title.
Yeah. No, I'm in a new city, new state, Coach. I'm starting a new contract. I'm in Springdale, Arkansas now.
Oh man, so you were just in Lakeland. You in Savannah, Colorado, Savannah, yep. Lakeland. Now you in Arkansas. All right, Arkansas.
Yep.
What's up with you, man? Talk to me.
You know what? Hey, like our boy Trick Daddy said, if you ain't about money, you I ain't from Dade.
You ain't from Dade.
So you already know they gave me a good contract, so your boy's out here.
Yeah.
But
Now,
no, I was talking to you. Wanted to talk to you about the the topic that everybody's talking about, recruiting and 5 stars and 4 stars. Let's get something straight. Number one, Ed Reed. Everybody wants to bring up a 2-star. He would not be no damn 2-star today, man. With all the press coverage and everything that happens today, with all the coverage, it's
true.
harder stars. It's fewer stars are rated lower now than they were 25 years ago. It's just a freaking fact. So I don't know what people are talking about. But do others slip through the crack like a Zay Flowers or whatever like that? Yeah. But, I mean, it's few and far between now compared to what it was before. So
yeah, the internet changed all that.
Development. Exactly. That's what I mean. Social media, the internet, everything is booming. If you think it's still going to be from 1990, you're stuck in the past, bro. That's all that means. So, but you need development too. You know what I mean? You need both. You need stars. You need 3 stars. You need 4 stars. You need 5 stars, and you need development. You know, you can't just get a 5-star and expect them to be a first-round pick in 3 years. You know, you need the development. We've had scrub-ass coaches with scrub-ass development for almost 15, 16, 17 years now. To be real, we want to talk about scrub players. We've had scrub-ass developers. So you need both. There's no 50-50. It's 100% recruiting, 100% development to get 100% championship program, and that's a fact.
For sure, man. Well, I appreciate it, Muhammad. You spoke nothing but the truth, man. And to your point, if the internet was around, think about it. We probably got Ed Reed because somebody knew somebody in Louisiana. I'm saying somebody knew somebody in Louisiana and said, hey, it's a ball player down here, bro. Y'all need to come check him out. And so, yes, like I said,
Ed Reed won't be a 5-star today and have LSU, Ohio State, and everybody and their mama going after him. If you don't think so, you're a damn fool.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, man. But let me push on. Thanks, Muhammad. Appreciate that.
All right, Coach.
Thanks, brother. Be safe out there, man. All right, Muhammad out there to build up on Arkansas there. 5996 coming to you. Real quick, I just want to say this. I got to give love to the sponsor right here. 300 people in the mark. I always say I'm going to do it when we hit the 305. Alex Tabio right here from Pioneer Mortgage Funding. Excuse me. Anything to do with home financing, make sure you check him out. VA loans, FHA loans, anything you got to do with home financing, hit him up. He a big Kane fan. Coach Hayes sent you. He might give you a better deal. He's going to give you a great deal, but even better if you tell him Coach Hayes sent you. 305-205-1697. All the information is in the description. Give him a call. He got you. He's certified in the entire state of Florida. And my entrepreneurs too. Don't be scared to be great. Get your paperwork in order. 5996 coming to you. Caller, talk to us.
Hey, Mr. Hayes, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate that. Who am I speaking to?
This Corey from 561 out of the West Palm Beach area, right down the street from Santa Lucia, 2 blocks away from Mr. Zach McLeod and Mr. Will Falk Salts used to come eat at my house every weekend.
Hey, well, you know I'm a Zach McLeod fan. I told him he started off the underdog king. I'm getting shirts made. Zach McLeod the first underdog, and Corey Flagg is the second one. So what's going on, man? Talk to me.
Well, the way I look at it, football got a lot. Mario is trying to get in contact with these parents. He's trying to build relationships. First of all, you can't be like the kid from Alabama getting caught with that marijuana and stuff like that. Mario trying to get in. He's trying to figure out who is the thugs and who not the thugs. You know, you got to know what you're dealing with on your team.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't realize coaching is just like being another mama or daddy. Some kids, you got to be able to pull them certain types of ways because they don't really got a daddy at their house.
Mm-hmm.
So this man is trying to rebuild something, at the same time trying to get some dogs, trying to get somebody that go fight for their own self. Nobody ain't gonna fight for you like you gonna fight for yourself. So he's trying to get that fighting mentality individually and wholly, collectively.
Okay.
So we got to get this man a little bit of time because I see what he's doing. But you got to get the people who wants to put in their work individually and collectively.
You're 100% right. There's nothing I can argue with that. There's not one thing I can say. But we definitely got to do that, man. But I appreciate you. I'm pushing on, man. But thank you for calling in from West Palm Beach, baby. Appreciate it. 5532 coming to you next. 5532, call or talk to us.
What's going on, Coach? Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. Talk to me, man.
It's your boy Matt, Mississippi, man.
Oh, Mississippi, baby. I can hear it. Get out the bed, man.
Yes,
talking to me up under them covers. I remember. What's up, man?
Hey, you always be on me, Coach. But now, first thing, I want to wish you happy birthday. I missed you Friday, man. I was trying to catch up with you. I mean Thursday when you had Prime Talk.
Yeah.
I caught in late. But my main thing is this, Coach. You know how recruiting is, like you said. Even check out Dion. He more up to date with everything. He pressing the button. He got his son with him. They you know, like you said, it's a new age. And these young boys, man, they trying to go where somebody winning it. Don't get me wrong. Look at Dion. You know, Colorado, bad season, but hell of a recruit. But he got the background for it. He known as a winner. And Miami Hurricane, I'm a Kane fan, but we haven't been winning. Our staff hasn't been consistent. We've been changing staff for the past 15 years. Like, these young boys trying to go somewhere where they could succeed at. But I agree with one of the callers before. You know, the 5-4 stars, sometimes they can be overrated, and sometimes it can't be lived up to a standard. But at the same time, it's all about getting out there, man. He got to stick his neck out there some more. And as much as we want these recruits to come in, he got to show some more. Like, look, we need y'all just as much as y'all want to come here. Like, we got to get them something to show for it, to want to come to Miami. Like, we already, for one, don't get me wrong, we don't have our own field. To me, I feel like that's, you know, a big thing. Some people don't, but I do, because, you know, you want that home field thing going on. But at the same time, like, it just comes down to hitting the pavement, man, and really getting into it with these guys. All these guys come from different backgrounds. Everybody wants something different. Some guys want to come to a Miami, even though we haven't been winning, but they want to come somewhere and get their shine on. But how they going to really feel it and know it is we have an inconsistency with our own staff. You know, we got players hitting the portal. We got, like Trick that said, half of the players from Miami don't even come there unless that's their only spot, that's their only scholarship or something. Otherwise, they try and get out the state. And like the guy said before, in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't like that. You got guys, they wanted to come there. It was something to stand on, you know, something to stand for, man.
Nah, you're 100%.
These young guys, like you got NIL going on, these boys trying to go to the NFL, so they trying to go to the best spot.
Yeah, and again, I'll say this again.
We got to step our game up.
Yeah, and I'll say this again. I'll say this again in conclusion. You're 100% right. But again, the internet has changed that. We keep talking about recruiting today is not the same. It's not the same. Huddle has changed that. 247 has changed that. Rivals has changed that. Max Prep has changed that. On 3 has changed that. So now it used to be regional recruits. Now there are no more. We got cats leaving Miami, going to US, Orlando, going to USC. Cats from California coming to Miami.
Crazy,
so it's all it's a bigger pool now. But I appreciate you, man. I got to roll on, man. 1801 coming to you next. Thanks, brother.
So happy birthday, Coach, man. Enjoy it for the weekend. Turn up, Canes, go Canes, all the way, y'all.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. 1801, you up live. Talk to me.
What up, Coach Hayes? It's your boy Darryl Page calling from Gainesville.
Darryl Page from Jeepville. What's up with you, man?
Yeah. What happened, man? I'm just cooling, man. One thing I'm gonna say about this whole recruiting thing is I see what Mario been doing for the most part, even trying to build his depth on this line of scrimmage. Well, that's the main key and the main start of winning football games, because you got to keep your quarterback off his ass and put the other team quarterback on their ass. And you'll win a lot more games starting off like that. Bama don't build a dynasty like it. Georgia don't build a dynasty like it. And Clemson all great D-line and O-line play. So we got to start there. You feel me? How you feel about that, Coach?
No, you're right. You got to start in the trenches, and I think that's something that he's definitely building on. But again, all of that's great. All of that sounds good. But I don't know how long you've been watching so far as today. JT Money and Poison Clan say, hey, I don't need no apologies. I need action. I need action. You understand me there? Listen, you could do all that talking. You could do all that. But right now in year 2, player, I need action. Murderer. Murderer.
We gonna get that action August and September. We'll see. Right now, all we can do is talk for the moment. We got to talk about what already don't happen. So hopefully he give us something proud of to look forward to come August and September. You feel me?
I totally understand it. You're 100% right, man. Now you're 100% right. He definitely got to come out, and again with the new staff, all of that being new, that's not going to be an excuse. We can't use that as an excuse. Well, he's got a new staff. If we do that, then
I feel like they hungry too.
Yeah, we just being fans then. If that's the case, then we're in straight fan mode and we're still making excuses. Because if that's the case, if I'm Mario Cristobal, if this don't work out, I'm gonna go get a whole new staff again and keep resetting the button. At some point, I need that action. I don't need no more apologies, dog. I need action.
If this don't work out this time, coach, we just gotta face it. We cursed.
Nah, he hire Coach Hayes.
We gotta face it.
He need to hire Coach Hayes. Coach Hayes go in there and get him right. I got a big belt. I'm spanking behinds up in there. Y'all gonna play today.
That's real. I respect the Coach Hayes. Much love, man. Happy belated birthday, my dog.
Appreciate you, land it for you. All right, thank you, man. Hey, you know how the crib, we take you to the shower, and you know what that means. And there ain't no Sandusky going on. It's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing at the crib. When they tell you trash power, go to them shower. But you better put your mouthpiece in, buckle up, because it's gonna be a long 20 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna holler at you, dog. Appreciate you. 4471 coming to you. 4471 coming to you. Call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach Hayes? It's Tattoo Terry out of Carroll City.
Tattoo Terry, what's up, man? You do tattoos or you got a bunch of them? Or both?
Nah, tattoos. That's just my moniker. I got to go by like Coach Hayes,
I like it. Talk to me, man. What's up?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I appreciate your show. I'm one of your ghost followers, their comment, always watching. Got your subscribe notifications, you, Cam, the whole squad. First one to say love what you do.
Appreciate that.
But I do want to touch on, I think the 4 and 5 stars, right? I think a lot of people miss the fact that even 247 has came out with this. 247 is a NFL projected ranking system.
That's correct.
So they don't rank the players such as in terms of talent to the next level, in terms of the college level. They project where they're going to be in the future draft. So a lot of times it's not a production, it's not a skill set, it's not for what they're going to do or what they're going to do for their teams and their team's styles, teams, or systems, but how they feel that they're going to get drafted. I remember last year they had Will Fong come on, and he literally was doing the interview, and he had to have 6 5-star wide receivers from South Florida, and he was like, that's going to change quickly because we've noticed that with our algorithm, there's not really 5 drafted first rounders from South Florida. So they literally changed 2 of those 5 stars to one from Cali and to another one from out, I think it's Texas or something, because that algorithm just told them it's not going to be 5 South Florida wide receivers. It's going to be 5 wide receivers, but they're going to be transferred out. So they literally are changing their system off of what they're projected for. I think that ESPN is probably the closest one in terms of that. But I just think that people get lost with that. They have to realize that that's a clickbait. That's their, trying to sell stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We need, like you said, players that fit our scheme, our system, our style right now. I don't care what style, where you come from.
No, I appreciate it. And that's why I started my chip system. I'm not projecting a 17-year-old kid to the NFL. I'm going to see what you're going to do in college. I'm looking at what I'm not like, to me, I think, and again, that's their program, that's their model. They do what they choose. That's their business. I'm looking at it. What is your contribution to college? Like, what do you rank up as you go into college? Now, when you get into college, you can create another ranking system to the NFL. But if that's what they want to do, the more the merrier, bro. But my thing is, see, I look at it as if you're a blue chip athlete, then that means that you check all the boxes and you should dominate college. You should dominate college. If you're a gold chip athlete, you are a Power 5 athlete that is definitely going to be a good player. If you're a silver chip athlete, you need some development in some form of fashion, right? Like in one of those 5 categories, you need some type of development, whether it's route running, your fundamentals and technique, maybe your intangibles, maybe your football IQ is not that good, but you're a great athlete. You got great size, great speed, but you don't really know the game yet. So that's how I look at it. If you're a bronze chip athlete, then you're just a developmental guy who is big, probably very big, and they're going to take a chance on you, right? Just like Tennessee took that chance on that kid from England. Bro, what's his name? Okoye, Emmanuel Okoye. Bro, he's a big dude. He's from London. He's a developmental dude. A Collins Achiapong, a developmental dude that we're willing to take a chance on, and we're willing to try to develop him and turn him into something that can contribute to the Hurricanes over the next 4 years. And that's my ranking system in a nutshell. But dog, appreciate you. I got to move on. We got more callers.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Real quick caller, let me get some love right here to some donos, and we'll get the Shot-Town Kane. I see him in the back. Muhammad Hussein 499 appreciates it. Happy birthday, coach. Great show. Go Canes. Let's go Heat. Himothy, not Himmy, but Himothy Butler in the building. I know he said Himmy for Jimmy, but he's Himothy up in that thing. Yes, sir, man. Big shout out to the Heat, man. They won on my birthday night. Super excited. Also, Miss Diva 1, thank you for the $25. Happy birthday, coach. 1, Dylan Brooks was framed. 2, Ed Reed needs to coach in the SWAC. 3, stars and transfer portals has tainted college football. 4, John Morant will be in trouble again. And 5, P. Manning is the GOAT quarterback. Love you, coach. Well, you sure got all $25, bro. I'm at it. I appreciate you for that. That makes that makes me happy inside. So thank you so much. And I guess all of those are accurate. I don't know. We'll find out. It sounds like you and the Oracle need to get together and definitely chop it up. But thank you for all of that. Shot-Town Kane in the building. Caller, talk to me.
What's good, Coach Hayes? Happy belated birthday, man. Sorry
Thank
I missed your birthday episode, man. I was trying to catch a couple of your old videos.
Nah, it's all good, man. You good, baby. Talk to me.
Yeah. Okay, so first, on the 4 and 5 stars, y'all need to chill. Like, as Miami fans, y'all need to chill. Our first 5-star recruit wasn't even committed until the second week of July. Like, I don't know if y'all paying too much attention to Ohio State and Georgia and think we're on their level right now, but y'all need to really take a breath. Y'all need to breathe. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay as far as recruiting-wise. Season, I can't make more predictions. I need to, we ain't going to see none until September. All we can do is focus on recruiting right now. But, yeah, as far as that, it'll work yourself out. Our coaches brought us in our top 10 recruiting class with a losing record. So I'm not too worried about recruiting. I'm trusting his judgment on players he wants to bring into the program. Coaching, your preference to talk about and you don't trust him with that, that's cool. But as far as bringing in talent, I don't think anybody can really talk stuff about our head coach about who he wants to bring in.
Yeah, like I said, he gets paid $8 million to evaluate talent. If you gave me $8 million to evaluate, bro, if you gave me $800,000, give me 10%. You gave me $800,000 to sit there and look through film. Man, let me tell you something. I know how many pimples that dude had on his face. You understand? 800,000. I tell you, man, listen, I tell you how many breaths he take in an hour. I can tell you how many times he shower a week. I can tell you if his mama could cook or not. I would do my due diligence if you pay me $800,000 a year. This dude gets $8 million to make these final decisions. And so therefore, we have to trust that process. We have to trust what it is, because at the end of the day, we can't, it's hard to question the process. But I'm going to tell you what gives a wrinkle. He got his pass for last year. It wasn't his guys. It wasn't it. Whatever. That only lasts but so long. I'm back to my poison clan. I don't want no more apologies, dog. I want action. And if you don't know that song, Shy, I suggest you go put in Poison Clan Action and go listen to it. You understand me? Because
Coach, it's already on the car playlist, Coach. You ain't got to worry about
there it is then. I tried to punch that thing in his mouth and break his front teeth. You understand me? Like,
Yeah, no, but I definitely think we're gonna be better than last year. I think we are. I can't tell you no record, but I think we're gonna be better.
so they told me 7.5. Kansas City Cartel said 7.5. Higher or lower? What's your thoughts?
7.5.
7.5 wins.
Nah, I think we're going higher.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say because we have better talent or anything like that, but because we have players who went through that health thing last year, and they're just like, that ain't gonna happen again. Like, you could just sort of tell that the mentality of the players is a little different. They willing to put in the work. They willing to put in that extra step to be sure that they owe everybody that beat them last year. So I think we're gonna do better. If not on pure talent, just on the thing that all of our players are pissed off.
I love it, Shy. Well, I appreciate you, man. Hey, be safe out there, man. Let me go and get to the next caller. 3932 coming up to you.
All right, Coach. And thank you for that email, man, on a personal note.
Oh, no,
Appreciate
anytime, man. You're more than welcome. Hit me up anytime, bro.
I appreciate it, Coach.
Yes,
All right.
yes, sir. All right, 3932 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Out here in Clearwater, Florida. What's going on, Coach? His age.
What's up with you, man? In Clearwater, man. What's your name, bro?
My name's Jeremy. I'm on St. Louis.
All right.
Comment.
Jeremy. Okay. Talk to me, Jeremy. What's your thoughts, man? Hold on real quick before you do that. Smooth. Ain't nobody else calling in. I don't know what you're talking about. He be disconnected. Call in, Smooth. Ain't nobody on the line but me and my man Jeremy. Matter of fact, I'm going to take him down because ain't nobody else on the line. So we could ride out till somebody else call in. So talk to me, Jeremy. What's up?
Y'all hit both of them nails on the head when y'all was just talking about the talent evaluation and how, coach get paid to do what he do. And then on top of that, everybody should know these 5 stars been showing Miami a lot of love. And on top of that, a lot of 5 stars, they don't make their decision until their prime time. They bowl, they all-star games and stuff. They, Under Armour games and stuff like that.
Sure.
So the process of that. Nobody ain't gonna rush a 5-star to commit.
Sure.
But at the same time, when you in the dog pound looking for some dogs and you find you some dogs to bring home, that's gonna come home with you right now. You let them come home. You feel me?
True story.
So they might happen to be a 3-star, but you let them come on home because you know what they bring you. And I look at one for instance, even with my record next year, I feel real good about improvements and things getting better because the spring game showed improvement and we was missing a lot of players, offense and defense, right? We seen our freshmen come in, we block, we seen better tackling, we seen fighting, we seen like total, all around improving and stuff. I can say from my opinion, that's what I seen. So and then we have players that want to be at Miami who, like I said, who are these 5-star players. So everything falls into place, in my opinion. Coaching them know what they're doing. Last year, we still were stuck with a lot of players that didn't care about winning. They, we saw that on the field. Like, they didn't care. Even like, and Cam said he made a lot of mistakes. So it was mistakes behind the scenes that we didn't know about. People going to fix their mistakes, and them boys going to come play.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this, because you brought up a good point.
Yes, sir.
You said there was some players on there that didn't care about winning or whatever the case may be. Are those players now? Yeah. Are those players now exited the program? Or are they still around? Are some of those same players that you saw on the TV when you were watching the games? Are those same players still on our roster today or not? Do you think?
A lot of them boys done hit the Dixie, man. A lot of them done hit the Dixie.
They hit the Dixie. Okay.
And a lot of them done took a back seat because they understand now either they getting ready to go. That's why another reason why, I feel good about what's going on, because we still got a few players who I ain't gonna even say they not ready or they not talented enough, but they haven't proven themselves. Like for instance, I said last year, anybody on that team, think about this, coach. We didn't have a player that coach felt like deserved to wear number 1. When you ever seen that happen with a college team?
Oh, we didn't have a number 1 player last year, did we?
Coach said we didn't have a dog. That let us know the season wasn't gonna be no good. People missed that, overlooked that. We didn't coach nobody on our team. Coach wouldn't let no one wear number 1. No one earned it.
dang, you know what? I remember him saying that, but as I look at it, there was no numero uno on the roster.
Okay then.
Coach me, coach. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I love talking to people.
Said,
And
"Ain't
you know
no
what?
bad
That's
ass." The man
funny.
said, we don't have a bad ass on the team. That let me know right there. I'm like, whoa.
Well,
But
you know
now,
what's funny? Hold on, but you know
when
what's
you hear him
funny
talk
though?
now,
Hold on, but you know what's funny, Jeremy? I said that and got murdered. I said we do not have a difference maker on our team. And people like, oh, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. And now you just confirmed. I didn't think about that, but you just confirmed our own head coach didn't give out number one because he didn't feel like we had one either. And I didn't even realize that. But when I said it, hey, what they say, when I do it, it's a problem. But when he do it, it's all right.
it ain't a problem because the real people sit back and they know what you're talking about. You let other people say what they want to say and you don't worry about them. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I ain't no coach or nothing, but I played sports and I know how to win and I see what them coaches doing. And like I said, it's players. A lot of these players that's committing, that's 3 stars and stuff. Think about the offers that it's probably some other 4 stars that want to commit who we done gave out, but they don't feel like they dogs enough. So you know what I'm saying? We don't know that. We don't. It's maybe 1 or 2 of these other 5 stars that done committed somewhere else want to come to Miami, and they told them, "Nah, we gonna pass you up." We don't know that, coach.
That's like your boy that went to what was it? Florida. He was supposed to go to LSU. No, maybe the guy that went to LSU. No, he went to Florida. He ended up going to Florida. What's the receiver's name? From the West. He fast, man. Oh God, I can't think of his name. Somebody put it in the chat. The receiver, he was with us. They told him he had to dip. I think he was supposed to go to LSU. I think he went to Florida. I can't keep up with it, man. But bro, I got another call in here. But no, thank you so much, man. You're 100% right. Thank you for putting me on the game. Andy Jean. Andy Jean.
Okay, yeah. He was there, they liked him for his route running. They said he was one of the best route runners out there.
But then they said the rumor was he wasn't no dog.
They let him go. Yeah,
that's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say. Okay.
So I'm optimistic with you. I'm riding with you through the season too. Looking for the show to come up.
Man, we're gonna be rocking this season, man. Thanks,
everybody
bro.
out there, y'all be blessed, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm loving it. All right, here we go. We coming to the next one. 8917. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Coach.
What's going on?
What's going on in Mayberry?
Man, you know what? Maybe I'm finna put your name in here now, so I ain't got to be guessing no more. What's up with you, man?
What's going on?
I'm good, man. What's up with you, man? What's your thoughts on this deal, man? You know, a lot of people kind of panicking, you know, in the sense of, well, where the 4 stars at, coach? Where this at? Where that at? You know what I mean? So I guess the question is, what are your thoughts being a guy that's been in that locker room, you know, understanding what's going on?
I mean, again, me, I think, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people over those stars, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you really do your research of players, a lot of players that's getting drafted, it's more 3 stars in the NFL, 3 and 2 stars in the NFL than what, 4, 5 stars maybe?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you watch the draft, some of the kids that's getting picked, you be like, who is this kid? You know what I'm saying? Where is he coming from?
Right.
You know, but to me, those stars, man, it's just about who. To me, the stars is more a lot of who got a lot of exposure, and then on top of that, a lot of these kids here, I'm not worried about it because a lot of 3 stars, they don't get quite the amount of exposure, and then because they're able to make a decision a lot quicker because of the type and the amount of schools that may be offering them. Like a 3-star, you may have, you know, you may get an Alabama, Georgia, Miami, but then you have a lot of them are, you know, it ain't big time schools where they're gonna take their due diligence and be like, okay, as compared to a 4 and 5-star, where I got Alabama, I got Texas, I got USC, I got Oklahoma. Now I got all these big time schools where I really got to sit down and look and do due diligence, which is why, you know what I'm saying, it may take a 4 or 5-star a bit longer to commit before a 3-star would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know what happens, to your point, right? So to your point is Real quick, I got to make a correction. Yes, you guys are right. I was thinking Jaylen Brown, not Andy Jean. It was Jaylen Brown that ended up going to LSU. So thank you for that correction, team. See, that's why Kobe got to have a team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe got to have a team. I can't do it all by myself. Kobe messing up too sometimes.
Yes, sir.
But yes, thank you for that correction. But anyway, to your point, you're 100% right. When you have a bunch of schools, you got to really break it down. But there are some guys, I think all athletes should do that, because here's why. Let's just say, for example, you coming out right now, right? And you got Miami and you have, let's say, Arkansas. And the other 20 offers you have are all group of 5, Middle Tennessee, Arkansas State, ULM, Louisiana, those kind of schools. UC, well, maybe UCF, Florida, Florida Atlantic, FIU.
Right.
Most of those kids are going to pick the bigger name school because it looks sexy.
Exactly.
Instead of doing the due diligence and saying, you know what, if I go to Miami, and it's not that you're not betting, and that's the hard thing to do, right? How do you tell yourself, no, I'm not going to go to Miami because I can't play there? That's hard because you basically feel like you're doubting yourself. If they felt I was good enough to offer, then why not accept that offer? So that's that. To those players' point, it is hard because you're not betting on yourself.
Exactly.
But you see so many players who fall in that category that end up transferring because they don't understand the politics. Here's the politics of this, and you should know this as well. I may not get that same playing time. Why? Because this 4 or 5 star now has the boosters. Don't worry about it. We won't have any other people calling in. We good. Because I don't have those 4 or 5 stars behind my name or before my name, I don't have the $100,000 NIL deal. So therefore, how does the coach? Here's the politics. I may be a little bit better, maybe just a hair better, but they're going to give that dude who has the higher star ranking, the NIL deals, or quote unquote, the booster money behind them at the time. They're going to give them the shot because they got the machine behind them. Because again, going back to what I said earlier, I don't know how long you've been listening, but going back to what I said earlier, as a coach, if you haven't gotten to this level, how do you tell the boosters, I'm picking John Doe over Jarrell Mabry? How am I picking John Doe over Jarrell Mabry? But Mabry come in at the 4 or 5 star, but then John Doe go out there and mess it up and blow the game for the touchdown. That's the hard that's where now Nick Saban can do that. He's established himself, blah, blah, blah. A lot of coaches not gonna take that chance, man. But yeah, I got a caller calling in. So go ahead, man. Any last thoughts on that?
I mean, I was and I don't understand where you come from. I was in that predicament. I was a 3-star coming out as well. So I understand that, but I'm gonna be going through it here shortly because I got my son that's coming out. So we're trying to get him prepared for it too. That's why I'm letting him listen to what you say. So we both can do our due diligence. So.
Okay.
But I appreciate it's not. But I appreciate the opportunity, bro.
Nah, man. This is open line team. I'm gonna get you on the show one day. We're gonna chop it up.
Okay, I'll be glad to, man. I'm trying to get my kids stuff packed up and get them shipped off for the summer.
There it is, boy. Hey, Daddy gonna be free. I'm loving it, man. All right, brother. Be safe out there, man.
Y'all Kane fans, man, appreciate the support, man. Y'all keep supporting Coach Hayes and you, man. We gonna work our way back.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, we're going to my next caller here.
All right, Coach.
Anytime, bro. Going to my next caller here, 6687, real quick. Let me answer a few things here. Right here, 904 Hurricane say, Coach had me scratching my hand. I thought Andy Jean was a dog. I apologize. I did have it mixed up. I'm sorry. Watch this. I'm gonna punish myself. I'm gonna drink some cane juice. That thing biting. Oh God. King Kyle, you wrong again, Cole. Hold up. What you mean again? Tell me what else I was wrong about. King Kyle, I want you to call in. I got one call in here right now. I'm coming to you quick, 6687. You ain't never called in. I need you to call in, King Kyle. We got beef, and I'm ready to cook it. I got a whole frying pan in this thing. Talking. You and Kyle Jr. Anyway, appreciate you, David Gully. Thank you, David Gully. But anyway, real quick, yeah, I did mess that up, and appreciate it. But anyway, come to 6687, call or talk to me. Give me a name, where you calling from.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? This is James from South Carolina. What's going on, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. James from South Carolina, South Kakalaki and Compton. Check it out. What's up with you?
Nothing much, man. I just wanted to call in and put my little 2 cents in on the situation, the recruiting situation. I mean, like you were saying, you don't care about the stars. The prime example, look at prime time in Colorado. He ain't worried about no stars. He worried about the dogs. 3-star, walk-on, whoever. If you can play, you can play. He going to develop you. All he going to do is get you in there, polish you up. He going to win the games, and the 4 and 5 stars going to come. And that's all we got to do in Miami outfield. I mean, we in the hunt for 4 and 5 star dogs. Look at Justin Scott. Look at David Stone. They got us in there in the top 5. All we got to do is handle business on the field. We got Chance Robinson committed verbally right now. We in there with JoJo Trader, Ryan Wingo, Jeremiah Smith.
Hold up. If we get Ryan Wingo, Mario got that magic dust. If we get Ryan Wingo, let me tell you something. I got his tape in the queue. If we get Ryan, I'm just waiting for the algorithm to hit, so when I put it out there, it ain't just floating in cyberspace. But if we get Ryan Wingo, hey, Mario Cristobal doing something. He's sprinkling some funny powder out here. But go ahead, talk to me.
Yeah, man. I just feel like, we just gotta handle business on the field first. Recruiting is going to be what it's gonna be. The kids, if they want to come, they're gonna come. I mean, but they gotta see the product on the field first. We got to show it from a period.
Nah, you're 100% right, man. The recruiting process, and somebody asked, do we have a 4-star? Yeah, we have one in Chance Robinson. Did his video, go check it out, WRE. But, to your point, yeah, you're right. The 4 and 5 stars, again, guys, a lot of these titles out here, I do it because it sparks conversation, right? And I understand this process. A lot of people are like, what do you mean, Coach? Guys, relax. I get it. But I do want to say this one part before I get to the next call. And I'm finna be a little idiot about this. I'm finna be real petty. Because, my nickname is Petty Pendergrass. I'm not sure if you knew that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
yeah. My middle name is Petty. I mean, my AKA is Petty Pendergrass. You know what's amazing in this chat and other chats and other message boards? Stars don't matter, Coach. Stars don't matter. But I'll be damned, boy. We land a 5-star. Mario landed a 5-star. He da. Boy, that'd be the first thing they're gonna say is 5-star, blah, 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 blah. Now I do it because it's entertainment. I gotta get the algorithm working in my favor. But it's amazing how stars matter when the stars in your corner. When the stars ain't in your corner, stars don't matter, Coach. I just need dogs.
Well, look at the old Virginia Tech days of Frank Beamer. They rarely got 4 or 5-star players, but they knew how to develop the 3 stars and the 4 or 5-star talent.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Nah, that's true, man.
That's
true. No, I said no, you're right. That's true.
So we just gotta do our part on the field first, I believe. And the 4 or 5-star, everybody going crazy, they gonna come. But until Miami take care of talent, win the games they're supposed to win, and eke out 1 or 2 tough ones that we may not be favored in, then that's when we'll start getting those 4 or 5 stars consistently, like the Bama's, the Georgias, the LSU's, like those programs.
Yeah, you gotta win. You gotta win, right? And unfortunately for us, it was the perfect hurricane storm. We didn't do what we were supposed to do as a program. And I'll say this and I'll be done with it. When the internet came around, we did not understand. And when I say we, I'm speaking as a program, as administration, as upper brass, even as Larry Coker and coaches, did not truly understand the power of the internet. We did not understand. We still thought kids were going to come to the University of Miami because it was the University of Miami and the school was in their backyard. And we thought that U logo had more power than it really did. And the kids were just going to come. And that turned out to be the furthest from the truth. And the coaches that didn't have all of this talent in their backyard did not take it for granted. They went out and found, okay, how do I get this dude? Blah, blah, blah. Then Huddle comes around. And these publications, the 247 and the databases and all that stuff comes around. You know, so, I mean, I've said that story 100 times, but that you're 100% right, man. You're 100% right. But let me move on to the next call. I appreciate you.
All right, Coach.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Great call, man. Great call right there. All right. We got, oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. He called him back in. Oh, God. Y'all put y'all seatbelt on. This dude don't call back in. Matter of fact, I need King Kyle to call in because that's right. I got some issues. I want to battle.
I want to battle. I want to battle. I said, hey, yo!
I want to battle, King Kyle. You know what? Peanut. Peanut.
I want to battle. I want to battle. I said, hey, yo!
Bring it on in here, Peanut. I know why you typing emojis, because you can't spell. Peanut, I want you to come on in here. Come on in here, Peanut. Anybody else? Anybody else want to mess with Hollywood Cole? All right. All right, here we go. My man sponsored by TLC. Scrub E. Brown back in the building. What's up with you, baby? You got 2 minutes because John from Polk County right behind you. John from Polk County right behind you. Go ahead, E. Brown. What you got to say?
Well, listen, I called in earlier to give my rant, okay? And I think the rant was appropriate for the time. Right now, I just want to give, a truism, so to speak. And it's some of the things we're talking about, we're just rehashing things and we're going over the same thing over and over again. But I think that what we have is winning. We've come to the conclusion that winning will be revolutionary for some of the things that we're going through right now. And I think that we have gotten to the point now that where we're beginning to build the team in the manner where it needs to be built.
Mm-hmm.
And that is recruiting those players that we think that we could coach them up till they get to the so-called 4- and 5-star plateau that everybody's so enamored about.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about Dion Sanders. Listen, I like to be honest. Dion Sanders is not going to win any freaking thing for the next 2 seasons, okay? So let's start talking about Dion.
So what's anything?
Hold
on. What's anything? 2 games, 3 games? That's nothing to you?
He's not going to win 2 games this year, Coach. Come on. The man rebuilt the whole program.
E. Brown, I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet right now. 2 games? 2 games. I'll take that bet right now. I'll take that bet right now.
Yes, sir. Okay, the bet will be whatever is that concoction you have in that glass. You drink it all the time. I'll I'll supply you with 6 months worth of your concoction if they win more than 2 games this year.
No.
Okay.
They have to win just 2 games. That's all you said.
No, yeah.
You said they won't win 2 games. Hold on. You saying they won't win 2 games, so that means if they win 2, I win.
Yeah, if they win 2 games, you win. Okay, and quite frankly, right now, you're taking the prize of you taking the conversation to a whole nother. I don't want to talk about Dion Sanders.
I know, but I just needed that bet though. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Dion and the Colorado losers. Okay, I don't want to talk about that.
I like it.
I want to talk about the Miami Hurricanes.
Okay, go ahead.
And what we need to do, what we're doing. I think we're on the right track. Okay, we delved into the scrub hub. We got some players out of the scrub hub. We delved into the NIL. We got some players from the NIL. Well, now we need to go out and just produce on the football field. Winning, or put a winning product out there, like you said earlier. You said earlier, the 3 or 4 stars. We got to win. We got to go in and win with the 3 or 4 stars football players, so-called 3 or 4 star football players. Because I don't believe in that star system crap. I don't believe in it. That's why we're where we're at now. Because the proof is in the pudding. The University of Miami in the last 20 years have put more players in the NFL than how many college teams are there out there now? Over 300. We're in the top 5 category with putting players in the NFL. Okay, so let's cut it out with the star crap. All right.
All right, go ahead. You got to wrap it up because I got some callers in the back. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Say your last.
Yeah, we'll put the players in there. See, I'm interested in hearing from my man John from Polk County. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to hear what John's got to say. All right.
I appreciate.
Listen, I'm just gonna listen and close it out for tonight. But go Heat.
Go Heat, baby. All right, I love it. And Canes. Let's go. Appreciate it. All right, we got John from Polk County. John, talk to me, man.
Coach.
What's up, baby?
You should have crashed that plane's nosedive. Listen, tell you something. This guy talking about scrubs and all this other little fake ass JJ and Michael. Look, man.
I need to get y'all 2 on the battle. I need to get you and E. Brown on a Crush Groove battle.
Listen.
Hold up, but speaking of that, I'm bringing Crush Groove back. I'm bringing Crush Groove back. I don't know what weekend, but I'm bringing Crush Groove back. I'm telling y'all, because, boy, he be going at it. I'm going to start the time over, dog, but I'm bringing Crush Groove back because y'all hate that dude. Y'all love to hate Crush Groove. I love it. But go ahead, John. Talk to me, man.
Listen, that guy's the first page on a comic book. Shit ain't funny. Listen, let me tell you something.
Hold on.
Man, it goes back to the beginning.
Come right out of a comic book.
And like I said, so we gotta win games. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all keep preaching over and over again. Everything gotta say it. We gotta win games. If we don't win games, it don't matter. You had me. You say you want the microwave. I said I take the air fryer. Well, I had a microwave before the air fryer, so I take the beginning. We gotta win. I don't care about those stars. Listen, it don't matter. We gotta win some games, and it is what it is. Me and my family, we drive 4 hours to see them suckers play. Let me tell you something. My wife told me, "Hey, we need to spend the night. They're too far to be driving, all that kind of shit." I drive and I watch. And you know what I do? Watch that shit again on Mondays and love my Miami Hurricanes. We got to win some games. And hey, it'll go from there. Once we take off, they can't stop us, Coach. And you know that.
You're 100% right. But the only way we get a takeoff, we got to fuel the plane with lesser talent right now. We can't use premium. We don't have premium fuel available. We got that 87 right now. And we got to find a way to stretch that 87 till we can get that premium gas, if you know what I'm saying.
I got you. You know, but, you put gas in anything, it go either way. North, south, east, and west. It'll go where you send it. But we got to win some games.
You got to win
ball games. We got to play, man. We got to win some games. My wife's sitting here laughing at me. She told me don't call you and show out. But let me tell you something.
Show out, John.
You got
show
to win
out.
some games. You got all these old all these damn comedians calling you, talking all kind of crazy shit. Listen, they don't know what they're talking about.
I'm gonna call you John the Baptist because boy, you out here preaching, boy. I'm gonna call you John the Baptist because you out here preaching.
You call that guy from Alabama calling you quoting scriptures and all this kind of shit, and then he go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and don't know what he talking about because he choke on it.
He can't chew it up because he ain't got no teeth.
That's what I'm saying.
You
He ain't got no damn tower to make a phone call.
You talking about
at the end of the store, at the grocery store making a phone call because he ain't got no reception.
Hold up, John. You talking about Bama Laker. I thought you were talking about Peanut. You talking about Bama Laker. Well, guess what? Bama Laker right here waiting on you because he right behind you. You got one call before him and Bama Laker come in next.
Phone.
Oh, God.
Put him
Hold
on
up.
the phone. He can't bless me. I don't want to hear that crap.
All right, John, do this. I'm going to hold you out. All right, listen, I'm going to hold you.
All right.
And hold up. Then I'm going to take care of I'm going to take care of I'm going to take because I'm going to get off of here because the Heat about to play. And the Heat playing today? Yeah, I need to see them go ahead and put this thing away. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm finna get nuts. I'm finna get messy. I'm going to take this one call. Then I got E. Brown on here, Bama Laker, and you. All three of y'all going to have it for the next 3 minutes. Let me get this next call in, so hold tight. I'm going to put you on mute, and then I'm going to get the next call in. Y'all too funny, boy. I love, man, see, this is what I love about the team. It's like being in the locker room. We could fight, and we could argue as brothers, but when we get out there on the gridiron, we all for the same thing. Coming to 55-32. 55-32. Let me lock the conference.
The conference has been locked.
55-32. You coming up next. Nobody else in. I'm going to let Bama Laker. I'm going to let E. Brown and John the Baptist battle this thing out. Call and talk to us. 55-32.
Yo, Coach. It's your boy Matt, man. I'm back again.
You
I
back.
just had to call back. Hey, I agree with your boy John, man. He's about right, Coach. It's just time to show and prove with the players, Coach. Our chemistry, we got to step it up, man. And it's just time for us, really, because it is a lot of excuses, man. I've been listening to the callers. It is, man. It sounds like the same thing for the past 2 years, bro.
Hey.
So we got to make do what we got to do, man. It really is. It's go time right now.
Bro, can I ask you a question?
We got more excuses than anything in the book right now,
Bro,
Coach.
can I ask you a question?
Don't get me wrong, I blamed it on the staff. I did, but it's on us too, Coach, because that chemistry we had last year, it was pitiful. We went 75, but it still was pitiful. We could do way better than that. And I'm putting my ranking card. I think we could at least get 9 games this year. That if we could put the chemistry together. I didn't want to cut you off, but
No,
that's
you
what
good.
I just want to come in and say.
I'm going to ask you a quick question. You heard of Poison Clan before, right?
I heard the Poison Clan, Coach.
You know that song?
Your boy Jay.
You know that song, Action? You know that song?
Action.
I'm saying, do you know that song?
Yes.
Okay.
You really just put me back on it.
That's what I'm about this year. That's gonna be my line.
too, Coach.
I don't need no apologies. I need action. I'm gonna go get a shirt made.
But Coach, why you got us going 7 games though, Coach? That's my thing.
I'm gonna tell you why. Real quick, because you got 45. Just through one of what I saw in the spring game, I'm gonna do this in 30 seconds. What I saw in the spring game, I saw us going primarily to this one guy. And then spring games are to move the ball around and get the ball out, not to win the game, not to win the spring game. Miami wins regardless. That's one. Two, we didn't take the check down. To me, I don't care about going downfield. Let's get this chemistry going. Right?
Yes,
Third, defensively, we played okay, but there were some big holes in there that you're still not going to be able to fix until you get into live action because schemes are different. And then last but not least, no, I ain't worried about that. Injury plays a big part. If you lose a 2 or 3 key pieces, you automatically probably lose 1 or 2 games because we don't have enough in the stable yet. And that's quickly why I can say that.
But that's why we got to have depth too, Coach.
Yeah, but this depth is new. The depth is not old. Like Georgia got a running back right now. I forgot, man, I saw the football video. They did an interview with the guy. He been sitting there 3 years waiting. Remember when Brian Robinson came in for Alabama, number 4 in the championship game? Everybody like, who is that dude? That dude was sitting there 3 years. 6 foot, 215, 220 pounds, waiting his turn. So yeah, we got bodies, but do we have experienced bodies? Do we have bodies that truly understand the
Yeah.
system? So
Yeah.
anyway, with
Because
that being
otherwise,
said,
we just out there running around.
we just out there. We think about it. You got a bunch of new players who beat out that guy to be the man. Now he's hurt. So why is he now the second team guy? Because he maybe just don't have enough. But anyway, we'll go through that. I got to get out of here because I want to go watch this game. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I gotta let you get to everybody. Hey, coach, one more thing.
Yeah.
Give up that recipe, coach. I want it.
I ain't
Gotta
giving
drop
up.
it sooner or later, coach.
Hey, I
You
got
gotta
to.
get to it, man.
Hold on. You hear that thing jiggling in that cup? Boy. All right, I'm out of here, man.
Ah,
All right, here we go.
man. Love you, coach.
All right, man. Love you too, brother. All right, real quick. Hey, your boy say, hey, you know I'm gonna put him out here because he always get me when he come with the scripture. This him right here, this Bama. Bama say, Coach, I don't want to battle. Just a quick word, please. Nah, dog. When I finally got you up against the ropes, you finna get this, dog. You finna get this smoke. You finna get all this smoke.
Do you want smoke? We want all the smoke.
And I ain't even got to do it. My man John the Baptist finna give it to you. So I hope you got your nose plugged because you're about to go back and you get baptized up in this thing. They playing with. And he ain't cutting no shorts. He ain't cutting no shorts. All y'all boys live. I'm done with it. Yes, sir.
What's up, Coach?
We all three of y'all live.
I don't know that. Listen, I don't know if that's JJ or Michael, but I got some holy water for his ass. He need to sit down and get on top of that tower and try to get a signal because he lost. He in the backwoods, roll tide. Let's go on to the guy talking about we some scrubs. We ain't no scrubs. We just got to win some games. Okay, we ain't no scrubs. He find out what a scrub is before he call a team scrubs. We ain't no scrubs. We winners. We winners. I guess that wasn't enough holy water. What you want, some vinegar? Listen, you're done. Don't call here on Miami Channel with Coach Hayes putting us down. You can't put down to you. You can't put down to you. Okay? You wish you was to you. But y'all got a couple of rings. Because you got a couple of rings. Man, listen, like Coach say, you come straight up out of a comic book. Okay? Deal with it.
You come right out
No,
of
I can't hear you. But I hear you, but I can't hear you.
Oh, you
Case
can't
closed.
Okay.
No, I can't hear you, dog. My wife hit me with a killer. No, I can't hear you. No, I don't want to hear you. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen, you go to church in the morning on Sunday. Don't come to church in the evening time, quoting scriptures and all that shit about football. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay?
Hey.
Hey.
One quick word.
Wait, you from Europe? You from France?
Let him talk, John.
One quick word.
All right.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
go
John.
ahead. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
Hold up.
I got here with another killer.
Hold on, I
Go
gotta
ahead.
get my book out. I gotta get my book out from Vince Lombardi when he talks. Go ahead, I'm listening.
This is a quick word because I gotta run this store, call in. But I did want to call in, Coach. I want to say, may Jesus Christ be with you and your followers. Much love to all you guys, and I just want to call in real quick and just want to remind every single one of you guys, Jesus Christ died and rose again in 3 days for every single one of you guys. Much love,
Here we go.
John.
Here we go.
Have a blessed Sunday.
Here we go.
Amen.
Here we go.
Is he finished?
Here we go. So that's why he don't belong. Because he can't understand the truth. He can't take the truth. Miami will always be Miami. Alabama gonna be Alabama. But at the end of the day, it's all about the you, baby. And they can't stand us.
Oh my God!
Listen. He ran away. He ran away because he couldn't get that you.
Hey, John. Now.
Yes, sir.
First, John, just first a couple of things, man. First of all,
here we go.
For all those grown men calling in to the coach talking about happy birthday, man. Hey man, listen, that's played out, bro. Let's not do that no more.
But that was last week. You late.
Let's not be
you and that little yellow bud.
Hold on, now, John. Hold up, because we can't hear it. Listen, so I know. Hold on. Wait. I just want to say this. You got to let each other talk because remember the computer is trying to listen to both. You know what I mean? It throws the sound off. So if somebody say something, I'm gonna let y'all get up. Listen, y'all literally got 3 minutes. Matter of fact, y'all got 3 minutes to get it off your chest and let it ride. And to King Kyle, this show turned ghetto. Matter of fact, King Kyle, go slap yourself, man. Y'all like ain't nobody had no fun, man. Get up out of here. You ain't said that when Shannon Sharp had Black and Miles and Hennessy on the doggone screen. Get out of here, man. Anyway, I be tired of everybody want to criticize. We just having some fun, man. Get your behind out of here, man. Anyway, go ahead, man.
Well, Coach, man, you listen. Those are the kind of people. Those are the kind of people who we have out here in the world today that want to come out and give their opinion about things, and then they want to call it ghetto. Probably he probably don't even know what ghetto means. I mean, I hate saying that. He probably don't even know what it means. But let's get back to talking about the University of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing is that John and I were on the same page. With number one, we're talking about winning. Number two, we got to remember, fellas, the Miami Hurricanes are the trendsetters for college football. We started with back in the 80s. We started with the setting the trend. We developed the blueprint on how to put a football team together in order to be competitive, in order to be and not only be competitive but to win. That's number one. And listen, we you said earlier that we give Manny Diaz a black eye. Well, let's give Manny Diaz a props for the turnover chain thing. You look at the baseball teams now. Even the freaking baseball teams are have developed celebratory type mechanisms when they hit home runs or whatever. I mean, that came from the University of Miami trendsetters. So what we need to do now is we need to become trendsetters when we start developing our football team now. And listen, let's not fall into the okie doke with that 5-star, 4-star stuff and worried about 2-4-7 or whatever. Man, let's set a trend. Let's go out there and start winning with 2, 3, and 4-star type players, and you watch how people will start coming around and want to follow the trend set by the University of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go, John.
Good show, Coach.
I'm waiting on you, John.
Talk to you next week. Hey, we'll talk to you next week. I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's all about you.
John, I'm super disappointed. John, I'm so disappointed. I thought you was finna give me some business. John, hold up, John. Hold up.
No, I can't go back. I can't go back and be hard like that. I understand. But the other guy, he left. You know, his feeling got hurt. So I'm going to end this on a positive note. Hey, I love all you guys, man. That's what it's all about, sitting here talking about our teams and, discussing, everything that we believe in. We fight hard for our teams and everything like that.
Well, I'm going to say something.
I'm going to let it go.
Well, I'm going to say something, John. Hold up, John. I'm going to say something. Because I know I heard this, but I didn't know I heard it. And then I was looking at the chat and they said something. Who said you can't tell me happy birthday? Who in here finna get their face slapped? Who said you can't tell a grown man happy birthday? Was it John or was it E. Brown?
I don't know.
It was me, man. Another man ain't got no business calling another man and saying happy belated birthday. Seriously? Come on, bro.
So E. Brown.
I called you last week and said,
so E.
happy
Brown.
birthday, Coach. I said, you all right? And I hung up.
It's all good. E. Brown, you wouldn't tell me happy birthday? You wouldn't tell me happy birthday?
Nah, next year, bro. Next year on the day of your birthday, belated birthdays, man. Come on, I feel uncomfortable telling another grown man a belated birthday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just weird.
I ain't asked for a hug afterwards. I ain't asking for a hug. Matter of fact, when was your birthday? When your birthday, E. Brown? When your birthday?
My birthday in October.
Well, guess what?
October. My birthday in October.
Happy belated birthday. I missed it last year. So happy belated birthday to you. See how easy that was? And we still men.
Come on, man. That's like eating off the same spoon, bro. That's like eating off the
that's
same
different
spoon.
now. That's different. Like, no, not the same spoon. Hey, you ever been to Chili's? I know I'm going way off topic. You ever been to Chili's and you and your homeboy out to eat or something? Like, you're just out chilling or watching a game or something like that at Chili. They do this crap all the time. You might order a dessert, a sundae, a brownie, and they always put 2 spoons. Come on, dog. You ain't eating my brownie with me, dog. I don't know why they put 2 spoons in the ice cream, cuz. Like,
I ain't doing that, bro. I'm not there with you, bro.
Nah, dog. Listen. I'm with you on that now. They get 1 brownie and 2 spoons, like I'm finna share with my dog. Two 275-pound dudes eating 1 little brownie with 2 little spoons. I should have, matter of fact, I should have slapped the waitress for bringing that crap.
Right.
What you thought this was?
And listen, that goes. That's just the man club. That's in the thing. That's in the man club thing. You know what I mean? It's like hey, listen, you said last week. Sometimes we go off the off the landscape a little bit. We talk about different.
Oh, yeah,
but when you like, you have the broker thing. You go in the bathroom and you look straight ahead. You don't look to the left. You don't look to the right. And you just don't call. You just don't call another man on his birthday after his birthday passing, right? Till we have the birthday. Come on.
Hey.
That's against all the man rules. You need to take your man card away from you and cut it up.
I think that's a little tough. Now I understand the bathroom. I understand the 2 spoons. I understand a couple of things. I definitely understand. But I mean, I have to tell you this, bro. If I missed your birthday and if it's 6 months later, that's a little different. But if it was just the other day, it was your birthday, hey man, happy belated birthday to you, bro. But again, to each his own. So I guess what? You don't use toilet paper, you use leaves because you're the manly man. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I ain't going there either, dog.
I don't know. I don't know, man. But listen, I'm with you, man. But I'm just messing with you. Guys, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate it. I think my man Flo and I'm about to start their show. I'm about to go watch this game right now.
Go Heat, brother. Go Heat.
The Heat was down. Let me see if we get a reboot here. The Heat was down 12-9. It may be a little bit different. I think he was down 12-9 right now. Still first quarter. So that's no big deal. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much. E. Brown, thank you, man. I'm about to close this deal out and make it happen, man. And big to John I'm going to call him John the Baptist. I hope you don't get offended by me saying that. If he does, he need to let me know. But I'm just going to call him John the Baptist because he be preaching, man. But anyway, guys, thank you, everybody. Great Kane show. I said I was going to do it at 8 o'clock, but I love being on here. This is kind of my therapy. I get a chance to talk to people, hear people's thoughts. And believe it or not, it goes faster than you think. I mean, we come on from 6:30 to 8. Look, we already at 2 hour and 15-minute mark, and I enjoy every minute of it, but I got to go. So with that being said, guys, as always, as Go Canes, we ask thought-provoking questions just to get the conversation rocking and rolling. But trust me, it is in Mario I trust, and Mario we trust, and we're going to trust the process until he does what? He got to show me that action. I don't want to hear no apologies, player. I need action, if you understand me. And that's where we are right now. So stay tuned. Keep up with the WREs. They flying off the show. Somebody asked me what are my thoughts on Vincent Shavers. It'll be coming out on the WRE. So make sure you check those out. We'll be popping them out every day. Share these things. Let's get the algorithm rocking and rolling. And catch me on Tuesday, the Coach Me Coach podcast, and we'll be in the house. So with all that being said, we out of here. And Coach catch you at the 50-yard line. Peace. Somebody pass me my cane juice.